Is it looking at us?
Yeah.
Why? How does it look at us like that?
In a quarter mile, the destination is arrived.
Show you what?
Mommy, how do you do it?
Come here. There you are. We have arrived. We are here. We are going to have a beautiful and restful weekend. I am so excited. And I just wanted to just share that sometimes even when you're on your way to something peaceful, it doesn't always go the way you anticipate it going. The truth is that when we were getting on our way over here, the preparation to get here with 3 kids was super difficult. It was not easy. And with anything difficult, it's easy to get frustrated. So there were times where it was like, maybe I was a little bit short with Joanna. I was definitely short with Joanna at times where I could have done better. You know, it made me think, it's like, yo, we're trying to go and do something peaceful, but sometimes we can basically struggle with just being at peace, trying to find peace, and being frustrated on your journey there is really a conundrum. Lilies. And that just makes me think about like the life of purpose, the life of seeking one's purpose out. How there's going to be times where you face both a mixture of feeling like God is on your side and also wondering if he is. Has anybody ever been through that before? You know, you are both full of expectant wonder and joy and just believing in God, having faith, trusting in him that he has a purpose and a plan for you, believing that he does, that he loves you, that he will not abandon you, forsake you, and then yet looking at your circumstances and wondering, what is going on right now? Yo, so here's the dope part about today. The fact that we came to this place and it is 10 o'clock at night, and this is pretty much, I just started recording some content right now, and that's because of what I was telling you guys. Like, it's a continuation of getting here. The process of getting here was so difficult that in that process of navigating what you have to go through to get to what you're trying to get to. Albeit a tiny example, right? It was hard for us to get here because we have 3 kids. And we still got here, a huge blessing. But in that process of trying to get out of the door as early as possible, and every single moment, second, minute, hour passing by, and you're like, oh, we're gonna get there later and later. It becomes easier and easier to become frustrated while you're going through the process of getting to where you're trying to get to. And today was a lot of the same because I have to put the video together, do the work that I'm doing. And in that process, we're trying to navigate having fun, feeding ourselves, taking care of the 3 girls, spending time with one another, and me trying to do this job. And it's like, and there was a moment even when I looked at Joe and she just looked so frustrated. She was so done. And I just was like, man, what do we get ourselves into? But then there's other moments throughout the day where we got to experience a laugh together, or at the end of the day when the girls are put into bed and they're like, I had so much fun with you today, Dad, in the pool. Or when I see them smiling and I realize, hey, maybe this vacation is more for them and we can just try to take peace. It reminds me of this thing that God has been ministering to me for a while now, and it's the idea that sometimes we take as a curse something that is meant as a blessing. Even difficulties are worth it because of the blessing that is on the other side. I would never even entertain the thought of going back and having to lose my daughters to go back, having to lose my wife to go back, my family to go back. No. Because while I have difficult moments, I know that, one, along the way, there's so many beautiful moments that you could just miss out on if you're not remaining aware. And 2, the investment, the investment that you make into those beautiful children, into that person you call wife. There's nothing that surpasses that. The greatest things in life take difficulty to behold. And I know that that's a lesson that God wants us to learn. He wants us to learn that sometimes we're going to have to go through difficult things to be able to get to where He's calling us. And that doesn't mean that it's a curse. That doesn't even mean that the difficult thing is a bad thing. Sometimes it just means that it's difficult. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful vacation, difficult vacation. It's all mixed in. It's in many ways, it's just like life. So let's see how day 3 goes. You know, upon further thought, it makes me realize that we make life too much about the big things. We make life too much about these grand occurrences, these grand accomplishments, these grand successes that we want to experience, we romanticize things in our own lives. We want those perfect circumstances, even though we won't call them perfect. We won't call them perfect, but that's essentially what they are. And I think that God is wanting to bring us to a place where we're able to be grateful for the small and present things. You know, it's a mixture. We have things that, because they're constantly present, we become not ungrateful for them, but we become unaware of them. We get to a place where we less and less acknowledge their existence and therefore become grateful for them, or just say thank you for them. And it's things like the sunrise, and yeah, it sounds so cliche, but nature, the beauty of being able to experience outside. It's a small and present thing, and yet it's grand in nature because God literally created all of this. But because we see it every day and because it's present every day, it therefore becomes small to us, even though it's one of the biggest things we would ever experience, creation. And so take that and apply that in a smaller sense into your own life, into our own existence, within our own family, within our own loved ones, and the person that we choose to marry, and the children that we have, and the life that we get to live. But because it's present every day, because it's there every day, it's not that we're not thankful for it. But could we be more thankful for it? Can we get to a place where we become even more filled with gratitude? Where it becomes a place where the small things actually become significant, where the present things become everything that we focus on. What if you could just focus on your wife's smile every day? Last night I had this funny moment. In my own mind, I live a very cinematic life. I was getting ready for bed right after I recorded that last piece, and my ring was on the nightstand. In full transparency, I don't think I did the best yesterday with being present. I don't think I did the best yesterday, which is why I'm talking about it. I don't think I was able to be the father, the husband that everybody needed me to be, because I was just anxious about everything that needed to get done. And I think that anxiety seeped into everybody else, because they also had things that needed to get done, and they also wanted to get things. Even Kaya had things that she wanted to get to. She's like, I want to go to the pool. I want to go to the pool. And all day she's just repeating herself. And we just kept saying to her, Kaya, we're going to go to the pool. We're going to go to the pool. I promise. But to her, she's like, this thing that I'm focused on, this thing that is so important to me, you guys aren't taking me there. And I keep having to wait. So I'm going to keep asking and asking and asking. How many times is that us? How many times are we the ones that keep asking for something that is already ours, not able to live in the moment, not able to be aware of the fact that other things need to come into place before that can happen, making it all about ourselves? See, for her, it makes sense. She's a child. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. But we think we understand. But the same reality applies to us. See, for us, it makes sense. We are children. We don't understand. And God is weaving a masterpiece in our lives. And we're just focused on that one thing that we want so bad. We're focused on the frustrations that are building up throughout our day. We're focused on all of these things that are happening. But what would it look like if we made it about the small things? How much more at peace could we be? How much more joy would we have in our lives if I literally made it my goal to make everybody smile in my family as much as I could today? Would that mean that I smile more? It got red because when it's going down, it's getting sleepy. So the sun turns red because it's sleepy. Huh? Is your face red? Yeah, a little bit.
Because you were crying. It looks like an orange, dijo mamita, que parece naranja. Like the ones we eat.
Oh, excuse me.
La naranja se come. You see it? Can we eat the sun? No way.
Bobby can.
What?
I ate the sun before.
Kiki?
My tummy turned yellow.